Hey y'all, I don't know about you guys, but I am getting excited about our spring events that are coming up. We're having our event again in London in March, and for the first time we're having an event in Pikeville, and I'm super excited about that. We have had so much response and people interested in our events that now what we need to work on is getting consignors. So this video is going to be for those of you who are either A, have registered for a consignor and you've been to an event before and you're like, oh, that sounds like people make pretty good money being a consignor, and I really want to know how this works. And I think that, I can sell quite a few of my kids' items and make pretty good money at that. And for those of you who are being like, I've never heard of a consignment sale before, I've never been to one, but so far I am really interested in how to make some extra money and get rid of some of my kids' outgrown items. Stay with us, watch this video, and we promise that we'll make it easy, and I'm going to try to keep it really short for you. So if you're wondering why we're going to just highlight some of the things in this video, it's because we will go into more detail about that later on in other videos. We'll be doing some videos about how pickup day works, how drop-off day works, and those things. So just be patient with us. We'll have those videos posted. In the meantime, though, if you're kind of on the fence about being a consignor or not for sure how it works, there are a lot of benefits for you. Now, in general, for a consignor, it is a lot easier to be a consignor at a consignment sale because you don't have to deal, for example, with some of the yard sales and the garage sales and the flea markets and the flaky Facebook buy, sell, and trade groups. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I get so frustrated sometimes dealing with some of those Facebook groups because you post something and you have on there that it cost $5, and the first question you get, the first comment you get is how much. And then when you finally find someone who's going to buy your items, they do a no-show on you. So with the children's consignment sale, you have 75 or 100 families, which is another word for consignors, that brings all of their items there. Bring all their items there, and they can each have 100 or 200 items, and they bring them there at one location at one sale for one weekend. And that's all we do is sell children-related items. So you don't have to go through the Facebook page and do a search and go through all of that's on there to find what you need. If you're looking for a stroller, if you're looking for a pack and play. And the best part is that you have most likely going to have 10 or more options, because at these sales you're going to have 10 strollers or 15 strollers there to choose from. You're going to have 10 or more pack and plays to choose from. If you're looking for some boutique type little cute dresses, you're going to have a lot to choose from. So you can see that all of this stuff is going to be in one location for you. You don't have to meet people. You don't have to meet in a location that you're not familiar with or someone you don't know. It can feel kind of unsafe sometimes by doing that. And here at the sale, you don't have to worry about that. Everybody comes to the sale for you. In London, we have a great location. We're going to be at the Laurel London Optimus Club. And it's a great location and plenty of parking. It's easy to get to. And in Pikeville, the same goes for it. We're going to have it at the Expo Center. And everybody's familiar with the Expo Center, knows where it's at. Great location. So we try to make sure that we pick the best place so that as a consignor, we can make sure that we're going to have a lot of people there to shop and buy your items. Now, we have two options for you. We'll go in a little bit more detail what those options are. You can price your items yourself, or you can do valet tagging if you're in Pikeville. If you're a London consignor, your two options are you can price your items yourself, and we have got some great incentives for you if you want to for us to transport your items to the Pikeville event. And some consignment sales don't pay you on pickup day. They ask you to wait 1 or 2 weeks later. We actually will pay you on pickup day. So here you get a chance to have all your items in one location and have hundreds of people to come in and shop for your items in a couple of days, and then you get paid at the end. So after the 3-day event, which is really, really better than trying to sell everything on Facebook groups, or go to a traditional brick and mortar consignment shop where you have your items there, and it could take months and months to sell some of your items. And the items that do not sell get donated. You don't have the option to go and pick those items up. So those are just a few benefits of being a consignor. There's different. You can earn, as a traditional consignor, you can earn 70%. If you volunteer, you can earn up to 80%. Again, we'll do more detail on that when we talk about the benefits of being a volunteer. If you choose a valet tagging system, yours is between 40 and 50%. So you have a lot of options. If you want to be if you're a London consignor and you want us to transport your items to Pikeville, then you have the option to earn. If you do that, you do not have to pay a second consignor fee. We're only asking you to pay one, and you can earn 80% at the Pikeville event as well. We don't have the opportunity to offer you valet tagging yet. That's something that we'll be hopefully can do once we get a team put together that lives there in London, and they do that for us. That might be a few seasons down the road. So we gave you the second option of getting your items to a second event, since we own both of those events. So it's a lot of fun. The environment is great. We've got a lot of moms that are excited to be there to look for those deals. And I'm going to tell you something, y'all. I love them. I've been there. I got addicted to them. And if it's really successful this season in Pikeville, and we spread the word, we get out there, and we have really good consignors with really good items, y'all, they're going to come back even more and more and more in the fall, and then we'll have more people that comes back again next spring. So it's really addictive, and once they see that they get some really great deals, some really great stuff, they're going to be begging to come back for another season. So we really, really got to have consignors, and we got to have consignors who have really, really good stuff. It's easy. I'm not going to go into great detail on how to use the website in this video. Most of you are going to be able to kind of take off with it because it is really easy to use step by step. If you're someone who has done a consignment event before, or shopped at a consignment event before, or maybe have used a traditional brick and mortar consignment store, you might be able to flow on through with the website, no problem. If you want some more direction on how to use the website, we will have separate videos on how to tag your item, how to print your tags, how to prepare your items, those things. So don't freak out yet if you're not for sure on how to use the computer system, but it's really easy to follow. And guys, we're not the most tech people out there, but I work really hard to make sure I answer your Facebook messages and your emails if you get those to us. I'm working on making sure I have somebody who checks those on a regular basis for me if I'm not able to. We also have some on our FAQ page, a guide on how to price your items. We will do videos and emails and contests and things like that says, click on this link and learn how to price your items. And, we might have a contest that is attached to that. So make sure that you are on our mailing list and check back on our website, and you will see more videos being uploaded. Join our mailing list, and you can get those. I promise I won't overwhelm you with emails. We really have worked hard on how to target our people and know which emails that you need, so that you're only getting a few that's really important to you. The first option for our London and for our Pikeville people is you prepare, price, and tag your items yourself. Now this is where you make the most of your money. This is the best option because, again, you make the most money. You kind of do it on your own time. And once you get used to being a consignor, and once you've done it a few times, it's easy peasy, I promise. We'll go in more detail about how volunteering works and what all that means in a video that is just about volunteering. So don't worry if you're confused about how that works. We'll do that here in a couple videos. But that you can max out your earnings if you do volunteer, so you can earn up to 80% if you do that. On Sunday, You do have the option on you can donate your items or you can pick those unsold items up. Again, don't freak out on the details about that. We'll talk about that on pickup day. If you do not mark your items as donate, but you realize I sold 80% of what I brought, I only have a few items that I did not sell. I don't want to drive, from, Mingo County, West Virginia, or I don't want to drive from, somewhere it's going to take you 30, 45 minutes to come to the expo center and pick up just a few items. You can send us a message or an email and say, you know what, go ahead and donate those items. I won't be there to pick those up, and that's totally fine. Now, for a London, your second option is you can send us a message and say, I'm interested in an option 2, because you can do both. You can do the self-tagging, and then you can also say, I have some unsold items, and I want those to be transported to the Pikeville event. If you're interested in doing that, please send us a message. We are more than happy to offer that to you, since we cannot offer the valet tagging system for you. And all you'll have to do is go in and transfer your items, and we'll show you how to do that. But please send us a message. If you do want your items transported, you do not have to pay 2 fees. You only have to pay for the London consignor fee. So you get the consignor fee for the Pikeville event waived for you. And we're going to allow you to make 80%, because we know you can't volunteer that far away. So we're going to allow you to make 80% of what you sell at the Pikeville event. So you got a way to put your items in 2 sales and really maximize how much you can earn and try to sell. So it's really not 2 options. You can for the London, you can do both. So you really got your self-tagging that you got to do for yourself, and then you can put your items in the second sale. For a Pikeville, you have the self-tagging option, and then you got your valet tagging option. So if you don't have time to do it yourself, we'll do it for you. We'll come meet you somewhere, we'll price your items, and we will tag your items. Now the commission is less. It's at 40%. Just because please understand that we don't know how many items. We're allowing you to bring as many items as you have, as long as they are clean. The clothes doesn't have holes in them. The zippers work. Make sure your outside toys and those kind of things are clean. So you're going to prepare your own items. You're going to go through and make sure that they are items that is acceptable for the sale. But from there, we will use our ink, we will use our time, we'll use our supplies to price and tag your items, and then we'll transport those items to the sale for you. So we're going to be storing your items until the sale, and then we'll take those to the sale and put them out for you. Again, you can maximize your earnings up to 50% if you decide to be a volunteer. This is on our website. So you'll see some little, this might be coming in the email for you, or we might send an email that says, hey, you want to maximize your earnings, here are 5 tips for you. So we will work with you as consignors. We won't do everything at one time, so don't overwhelm you if you're a new person, if you never know how a consignment sale works, because I promise it's easy as long as we give you the information, slowly and as you need it. If I give it all to you at once, you're going to be like, whew, girl, you're crazy. There ain't no way I'm going to be doing this. So just, bear with us and make sure you give us your email address, and we'll send you, a couple emails here and there to give you a few tips on how to be successful. The reason I put this in the PowerPoint, point this out, is because this is your biggest, could be your biggest help, or this could be your biggest enemy. It's how you price your items. So use this guide to really price your items. If you're still confused, if you're still wondering, say, I've got this pack and play, or I've got this stroller, I'm not for sure on how to price it. You can send us a message, and we can kind of give you a few tips on how to do that. Now, unless you choose valet tagging, that's the only time we will actually price it for you. We use this guide, and we use the ideal of we want to price it to sell it. So that's what we use when we use that service. Keep your items for clothes in that $3, $4, $5 range, and guys, you're going to sell a lot of those. Think about it as a shopper. If you come in to the consignment sale and you see 15 strollers, which one are you going to buy? You're going to buy the one that's the cleanest, that looks the best, and which one has the best price on it. So now I'm not going to ask you to give it away, but at the same time, you have to have that, like, always have that in the back of your mind. If you're a shopper and you're looking for those cute boutique dresses that are really expensive to buy, are you going to buy the one that's priced at $15? Or are you going to buy the one that's priced at $8 to where you could buy 2 of them? Always kind of keep that in your mind, is if I'm a shopper and I'm going to come into this sale, how am I going to buy? What am I going to buy? So those are just some tips for you. And it's something else that's really important. The more that people you tell, the more that you're going to sell. So if you know those moms that are looking for those strollers, those moms who are on a tight budget and they have 3 kids like myself, and they outgrow stuff so fast, so they can go to the consignment sale and look for those jeans or look for those dresses or look for those toys and get a really, really good deal on it. More people you tell, the more people's going to show up to shop, and more people that are there to shop is going to buy more. So you can sell more of your items. If you think you're ready to go to our website, and all you'll have to do is you will see a home page because you are already registered. Sorry, guys. If you're already registered, let me see here. Sorry. You click Existing Consignor. You will log in, go to your home page, and if you think you are ready, you can start going. Go ahead and sign up for your drop-off day. Go ahead and sign up for your pickup appointment. If you are interested in volunteering, you can click here, and it gives you a description of each shift, what you will be doing. If you're confused on kind of what you'll be doing, don't worry. We'll have a video on just volunteering. Here, if you think you're ready to start putting your items in, go with Work with Inventory. It'll be Active Inventory. Depends on if you are using your phone. You'll click here. If you're going to be using your laptop or your desktop, you can click here. And you can start entering your items if you think you're ready to go. And it's easy steps. You just click each category, figure out what you want to do. If you think you want that item to be discounted, if you want that item to be donated, you can. You can pick and choose. You can choose some items to be discounted, some items are not discounted. Okay, so you don't have to choose all of them to be or all of them not to be. But if you're kind of still not comfortable with putting your items in, don't worry. We will do that later on. We will work with you later on that in another video. If you got any questions, send us a Facebook message or send us an email. Thank you, guys.